Ta'ala wabarakatuh, and good day everyone. Alright, so this week, as we have agreed, is our we come back to our synchronous class, okay, week number 8. Alright, so untuk minggu ni, we are going to start with chapter 4, Fourier analysis. Okay, where do we stop before your mid-semester break, before Hari Raya, was we have completed chapter 3. So meaning to say we have completed 50% or half of the journey for this course. Okay, because this course we have 6 chapters, kan? So this chapter 4, Fourier analysis, will consist of the following outlines. Okay, so I think many of you are not really familiar with the title of this chapter itself, okay, Fourier analysis, but worry not, sama macam Laplace juga, nama macam pelik, okay. Actually this Fourier and Laplace is actually the name of the mathematician yang yang mengintroduce ataupun yang memperkenalkan, okay, konsep ni, okay, ataupun teori ni lah, okay. Alright, so same as chapter 3, Laplace transform, sebenarnya this Fourier pun we are going to study on dia sebenarnya ada dua, ya. We have two, forgot to introduce. We have Fourier series and Fourier transform. Kalau sebelum ni chapter 3 we just discuss about the Laplace transform, and why do we have to study about Fourier Laplace transform, because at the end of the chapter, if you remember, we use Laplace transform to solve ordinary differential equation, kan. So for this chapter 4, Fourier ni pun sama, tapi beza dia, Fourier ni apart from transform, I'm going to introduce you first about the Fourier series. Okay, lepas tu apa itu Fourier series, you akan faham in a bit. Okay, sekejap saja lagi saya akan explain about Fourier series. Settle about Fourier series, then baru kita akan masuk dalam Fourier transform. Okay, sama macam Laplace, kita juga ada table of Fourier transform. And in fact, masa exam ataupun test tu nanti, Laplace and Fourier transform ni akan diberi. Okay, alright. So, and another thing, okay, kalau macam chapter 3 saya cakap kita perlu belajar Laplace transform sebab dia diperlukan as an alternative for us to solve the ordinary differential equation. Yang Fourier ni pula, kenapa kita perlu belajar? Sebab in the upcoming chapter 5, kita akan guna Fourier ni as part of the solution untuk kita selesaikan, okay, which is chapter 5 tu partial differential equation. Okay, so maksudnya kenapa kita perlu belajar chapter 4 Fourier series and transform ni, because this Fourier is required as part of the solution dalam kita menyelesaikan partial differential equation. So I hope all of you clear about kenapa kita belajar this chapter 4. Okay, we're going to begin this chapter 4 with an introduction about the Fourier series. Alright, so hopefully by the end of this asynchronous lecture, saya akan bahagikan this asynchronous lecture into few parts lah. Dia tak panjang actually this chapter, so maybe within a week, maksudnya dalam minggu ni, our asynchronous lecture ni dah dapat cover the whole topic of chapter 4. We will have a look into it lah. Saya pun tengok macam mana as we go along. Alright, so we're going to begin with Fourier series. Okay, apa maksud Fourier series? Pernah dengar tak perkataan series sebelum ni? Okay, biasanya drama, kan, cerita drama bersiri, okay, Korean series, apa lagi, apalah cerita-cerita series dekat TV tu. Okay, dia bukan saja series yang macam kita tengok drama ke cerita ke apa kat TV tu, but in mathematics also we have series. Okay, so apa maksud series dekat sini ni? Dia sebenarnya ada banyak kau. There are many types of series. We have power series, we have apa lagi we have geometric series, arithmetic series. Okay, I'm sure siapa yang ambil maths before, you are familiar with this geometric series an arithmetic series, ataupun in Malay you used to call it as janjang. Ingat tak? Janjang arithmetic and janjang geometric. Okay, so that is the simplest type of series that you have learned in your high schools. Tapi those yang from art stream tu maybe you are not familiar lah. Okay, tak apa, cumanya sekarang ni for today make sure you faham apa maksud series tu. Okay, I'm going to introduce to you very soon apa maksud series tu. Okay, series ni maksudnya dia adalah okay, series ni kalau saya tak ada tulis kat sini Okay, series ni secara fundamentalnya kita boleh kata dia adalah the sum of a list of numbers, yang mana number tu, okay, the sum, okay, this is the symbol of a summation of a number, okay, of a number, katakanlah an kat sini, ni number dia, yang mana number dia ni kan dia follow ada satu pattern yang itulah according to some pattern. Nombor tu memenuhi pattern tertentu. Contohnya katakanlah kita sumkan nombor genap. Okay, nombor genap. So maknanya this is summation starting from n equals to 1, n equals to 1 sampailah infinity, which is an kita ni adalah sama dengan 2 darab dengan n. 2 darab dengan n. So dia akan menghasilkan nombor genap. Betul tak? 2 darab dengan n, sebab n ni kita start dengan 1. So dia akan jadi 2 darab 1 tambah dengan 2 darab 2 tambah dengan 2 darab 3 for example. So kita akan jadi 2 tambah 4 tambah 6 dan seterusnya. So it's a summation of a numbers that follow one kind of a pattern. Macam sekarang ni pattern kita adalah pattern of a nombor genap. Okay, what is the punya an kita? An kita adalah 2 darab n. This is the simplest example of a series that I can explain to you. Okay, for our case sekarang ni is what we call as a Fourier series. Okay, so macam ni series untuk nombor genap, tapi yang ni adalah Fourier series ni, dia punya level tu dah memang up lah, yang dah ke atas. Macam series untuk nombor genap ni benda-benda basic yang perlu you tahu untuk you faham apa maksud series tu je. Tapi bila kita discuss about a Fourier series ni, dia adalah infinite series. Infinite series maksudnya macam tadi kita cakap dia bermula daripada okay, n sama dengan kosong up to a number. So macam sekarang ni infinite series ni maknanya kita tak tahu dia berpunca daripada, which is from negative infinity up to infinity. Dia bermula daripada from the left and it keep on going to the right. Okay, so what we call a Fourier series ni adalah apabila kita ada pattern yang mana dia punya function is a periodic function. Apa maksud periodic function tu? Periodic function tu dia adalah dia berkala. Maknanya dia follow the same pattern after some time. Okay, periodic. Within one period, dia akan ada satu pattern. Okay, where that pattern is in terms of cosine and sine punya function, graph cosine dan sine. Okay, maybe saya explain macam ni you tak faham, cuba you tengok kepada graph yang kita ada sekarang ni. Okay, we call it as a, mula-mula sekarang you kena fahamkan dulu apa maksud periodic function, sebab Fourier series ni adalah series yang yang represent, apa orang kata, yang resemble, yang menunjukkan, okay, yang present the periodic function. Apa maksud periodic function ni? Adalah function tu kan dia berulang pattern yang sama within a some time. Macam sekarang ni kalau you tengok graph ni, dia macam ni kan. This one, okay, katakanlah kat sini ni daripada point, katakanlah kat sini, katakanlah daripada negatif 2 ke 2 for example. Daripada negatif 2 ke 2 ni tempoh dia adalah 4, betul? So this is P kosong. Ni adalah P1 for example. So can you see it is actually repeating the same pattern with one cycle, which is P sama dengan 4. One cycle, habis satu cycle ni, dia repeat pula the second cycle. And they are repeating the same pattern. And the thing is going to continue sampailah up to positive infinity. Nanti after P, macam ni kalau 2 kat sini akan jadi 6. Lepas ni 6 dia akan jadi 10. Okay. And sebelum ni pun maknanya negatif, negatif 2 kat sini dia akan jadi negatif 6. Maknanya pattern yang sama. Saya dah tak pandai nak lukis. Faham So it repeating the same pattern. Alright. And in fact it is defined here. A function fx is a periodic function if fx is defined for all x except for some possibility at some point. Tak apa, yang ni tak payah faham lagi. Cumanya dia nak cakap fx, katakanlah ni fx. Okay, this is our function fx. Fx ni sama juga graf dia dengan apabila dia bertambah a p period. Daripada point ni, okay, tambah dengan P period lagi. Yang ni masa fx kan, at the point x. Tambah dengan P period, kan repeat the same pattern. Tambah P period ni, they are repeating the same pattern for all x. Okay, so hopefully all of you understand apa maksud a periodic function. Saya boleh bagi you satu lagi example. Katakanlah kita ada graph a sine function. Sine function ni pun is a periodic function. Okay, this is a graph of sine. Okay, from 0 to 2 pi. Nampak? Dia punya sinusoid dia macam ni. And from 2 pi to 4 pi, they are repeating the same cycle. Okay, cumanya beza dia. Okay, ni dah start daripada 2 pi, berakhir di 4 pi. Yang ni start daripada kosong, berakhir di 2 pi. Saya lukis ni tak konsisten. Sepatutnya amplitude dia samalah. Okay, and then, ni daripada sini ke sini, negatif 2 pi ke kosong pun sama dia punya cycle pattern dia. So we call this as a periodic function. Okay, y equals to sin x for example is a periodic function sebab kita nampak is repeating the same cycle where p period is equals to 2 pi. After 2 pi dia akan repeat the same cycle. Alright.